You know how you can have a dream and then you wake up in the morning and for a little while, the dream seems like it was real. And then gradually you come to realize, what the hell was that about? That reality kind of comes back to you. But when you first wake up, the dream seems like it was real. Well, I kind of had that last night. And I woke up and I start, I'm thinking, what the hell was that? And wait for my mind to kind of come out of that. And I kind of gradually realized it wasn't. You know, the reality, the dream is reality. I don't know if I can make this clear. You know, when I was talking about the UN the other day, and somebody in the comments had said that we need to get out of the UN. Just get rid of the UN. Don't need them. Well, I was thinking about that as I was sleeping. Mulling this over after having watched all of the civil unrest in, well, most of Europe and the UK. And the government's reaction is to crack down even harder. And it's coming. It's coming here. So we'll see that. But I was thinking about this UN thing, and when the UN first got started, it was a good thing. I mean, it was a good idea. Uh, a place where countries could, all of the countries could get together, and if you got a beef with somebody, talk it out, without having to launch into some war right away. It was, like I say, originally a good idea, but of course, we had to pervert it. Uh, we had to kind of monopolize it, and it got out of hand. It got abused. I always think back to when Nikki Haley was our ambassador to the UN. Rather than talk things out civilly, you have to make threats and ultimatums, and that just doesn't fly. She was very poor at that, and I see her still trying to get involved in politics. You don't want her anywhere near that stuff. Well, anyway, like I say, the UN had its purpose, and it still could have a purpose if they would, stick to the original design of the thing. But the thing that really needs to be gotten rid of is NATO. NATO is an obsolete holdover from the Cold War that has led to nothing but misery. But the arms manufacturers love it. The idea that it was defensive in nature, but it isn't. It's offensive. It's constantly being used to overthrow governments, manipulate, and all the time keep piling in the weapons. when we were talking before, and I said about it'd be nice if the UN moved to some neutral country, and like I said, there isn't really. I mean, we're running out of neutral countries. Everybody has gotten some administration in power now that they got to take a stance, not for their people. In fact, it's crazy to see, you know, people say the rulers saying they don't care what their people say. They're going to do what they're going to do. That's crazy. But that's really where our problem lies, is with NATO. They should just be done away with. They should have been done away with long ago. But boy, I see a very bleak future here. I don't see us. Well, we're not as bad here, though it'll come here. But I don't know how Europe is going to make it through winter. I don't see it. And I know a lot of people aren't going to agree. They think NATO is a wonderful thing. NATO will be our doom. And if they work the UN right, the way it was designed to work, it could save your ass. But you got to get people talking, and you got to quit building up these militaries and looking for a fight to get involved in. Like the thing in Ukraine. The military manufacturers love it. It's like a black hole they can just keep pouring equipment into. And people just keep dying. I really think Zelensky's on his last legs. I think the people of Ukraine, I mean, you see these radicals, but there has to be some people in Ukraine who have some lick of sense. And I think it's going to come a time where they're just going to have to put him down, and the crew around him, they've got to go. Because they're taking that whole country down, and they're taking Europe with it, and the UK, and we will be next. No, that dream turned into a nightmare. But it is the reality of the situation, like it or not. I don't like it, but it's reality.